Euro USD, we start with the daily chart. Okay, based on daily chart, as you can see, we are within this move and the price broke this trend line. Another thing is whether this is a start of the down move or we are expecting to get a big correction. This is what I explained in my last video, and I mentioned that we are mostly interested to get a bigger correction. How big it can be, we are not sure whether we will get similar to what we have here or not. Okay, but what we expect, we will get, we are looking for the bigger correction rather than the reversal. Okay, now we want to see how we can trade it. In this case, I move to lower time frame. Okay, based on lower time frame, what we can see here based on forward chart, we see now the question is whether we can get the correction here for one move down. That's mean if we're looking for the sell, we should get the bigger correction before we get the sell. Okay, and for buy, we don't have any information. The only things, for example, if I put this line here, may remove, or how about if we put this one? Okay, if you want to look for buy, maybe we consider price broke this trend line, give a correction before we look for buy. Okay, anyway, we don't have any trade setup right now. We want to see what we will get here, whether we get a correction for the next move down or we get the up move. Anyway, we don't have any information based on forward chart. We move to lower time frame. Okay, based on for 1 hour chart, if we refer back to my last video, we said from this correction the only way we can trade, there was an entry below this and we get the trade. And for those traders, they were in trade, they had enough time. Even if they didn't take out the trade here, they had the second chance to take out the trade and they shouldn't be in the trade anymore. Okay, now based on 1 hour time, what I want to see is that we are not sure how long and how deep this one can go down. Whether what we have here can repeat, yes, but it depends on the traders whether they want to still trade to look for, I mean, they want to look for sell from this small correction or not. But for me, I prefer from now, if I want to look for sell, I get the bigger correction as I explained based on forward chart. That's mean if I want to look for sell, if I get the bigger correction from here, then I look for sell rather than the small correction. Okay, that's mean again, if you whether from here we get the bigger correction or may the price drop, move a bit lower, we get the bigger correction. What I want to say is that if from now, if I mean from after this correction, I mean after what we get here, if we want to look for sell, we better we get the bigger correction before we look for sell. And if we want to look for buy, what we want at least whether price whether from here or if the price drop, we want the sharp move correction, and then from there we look for buy. Okay, and as I explained based on daily chart, that if I move to forward chart, it's better. As I explained that the possibility we get the bigger correction here is more. That means we expecting the price, we expecting the bigger correction. Okay, that's why we explain may this is not the start of the down move. And if we look for buy, our target is the price come at least break this high. Then from there we see whether there is a continuation or we can look for the down move. Okay, what's the reason? If we move to daily chart, I mean weekly chart, we want to see whether the price can break this top or not, this high or not. That's why we expecting may we get the correction here. How big it can be, we are not sure. Okay, anyway, if I move to 1 hour chart, we don't have any trade setup right now. And what we want, again, if we want to look for sell, we should wait for the bigger correction. Also, I explain if we're looking for buy, what we need to do. And anyway, we don't have any trade setup right now. We just follow the chart and see how we can trade it. Thanks.